How's everybody doing? My name is Efren Johnson. I want to thank everybody for coming and looking at my blog. Sorry I've been gone for a long time, really. But I figured now would be the best time to get back into the swing of things. So I went online yesterday and I looked at the NBA power rankings, the ESPN power rankings. And what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to take the top 16 teams that they've picked in the power ranking, and I'm gonna break each team down, to give somebody some stats and tell you my opinion on what I think the team can do this year and what they can't do, things they need to improve on, stuff like that. So first up, ESPN had the New York Knicks at 16 power ranking. Last year, the Knicks, they were ninth in the league in scoring at about 102 points. They were, I believe, 23rd in rebounding at about 40. Points allowed, they were basically dead last almost. They were 28th. They allowed about 105 points, which is a lot of points. But the good thing about the Knicks is that they got Amari Stoudemire this year. They also got Raymond Felton, who's come over from the Bobcats. They also got Randolph from the Warriors. They got Ronnie Turioff. And they also got Roger Mason. With Amari Stoudemire, you're going to get points and rebounds, which will definitely help this team since they lost Derek Lee, who was probably in the top 10 last year in rebounding, one of the best rebounders in the league. Amari Stoudemire's not a great rebounder, but he will definitely, get you 8 or 9 rebounds. It's a few less than what Derek Lee was doing, but points-wise, I think he would cover, for that. Also, you get shot blocking. Amari Stoudemire can be one of the best, if not the best, power forward in the league, this year, if he really wants to be. I think his rebounding and his defensive play would have to go up. His offense is there. We know he can score. That's always been there. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen. But if he can get his rebounding and shot blocking numbers up, he will definitely be in MVP talk. Will he get it? Probably not, because the Knicks aren't going to have a great season. Last year, I think they finished 29 and 53. This year, I think they'll win a few more games. I think they'll be battling for that, 8th and 7th spot in the East. Probably just the 8th. Teams like the Wizards and the 76ers will definitely be in that little race too. Teams that are right there but not, over the hump yet. With the key addition to Raymond Felton, your assists, you get assists right there. You get steals. You also get points. He's a great defensive player on the perimeter, and he can definitely pass the ball. I think his passing, his assist wise will go up because of Amari Stoudemire. They'll do a lot of pick and roll with him, with those two guys, and it's kind of like what Mike D'Antoni did, with the Suns. I mean, this is basically looks like the Suns team. They're built to run and gun basically, because adding Ronnie Turioff and Anthony Randolph to mix with Amari Stoudemire. Those are 3 big men right there that are proven fast break guys that can get out on the fast break, and you can throw the ball up, they'll go get it, and it'll be dunks all day. With Mason coming in, that's added 3-point shots right there. So they already have some good players already on their team, and Chandler, he's great. He's a great talent. The one weakness that I see them having really is at the point guard, because right now Raymond Felton's the only true point guard they have on the team. But we've seen in the past Roger Mason move over and play that that one spot, but he's a 2 guard. We all know that. That's really the only thing that I think that will mess them up. They don't really match up too well against the big teams in the East. I don't really think they'll match up too well against Dwight Howard or against Boston's big men that they have now this year. So I mean, I would look for them to they'll win a few more games. I think they'll probably win 5 more games. So they'll probably win anywhere from 34 to 35 more games. Not more games. I'm sorry, total games this year. But other than that, I mean, they have a lot to look forward to. Hopefully, they can get Carmelo Anthony before the trading deadline this year. That'll definitely help them out, and that will definitely put them a little bit over the top, I believe, this year. The second team that I'm going to cover are the Denver Nuggets. That's who ESPN Power Ranking have set at 15. We all know that, the Denver Nuggets is a high-powered offensive team. Really don't play too much defense. They like to score. Last year they were like ranked third in the league in points scored. Rebounding will be another problem for them this year too. They were like 20th last year or something like that. But really, their team is the same. They added Al Harrington to the mix. That's scoring right there. That's not defense or rebounding, anything like that. That's scoring and 3-pointers from a guy that can play the 4 position. I think it's a key addition because Kenyon Martin, is always injured. That's just how his career has been. I don't remember the last time he played a full season of basketball. So adding Al Harrington, even though I'm sure he'll come off the bench and Kenyon Martin will definitely start over him, but when Kenyon Martin goes down, it's good to go to the bench and have a guy like Al Harrington that can come in the game and put in points for your team. What I'd like to see Al Harrington really work on would be rebounding. He's an average rebounder. He averages about 6 rebounds a game, which is, for somebody coming off the bench, that's good. But for a starter, you need that to be up around 8 or 9 at least. They're still the same team. They got really the same guys. Like I said, Al Harrington's the only person that they really added. The downfall of this season is a very strong possibility that Carmelo Anthony's not going to be there for the whole season. I'm pretty sure that they're going to get rid of him before the trading deadline. Even if they have to take, a few sorry players, it's better to get something back than not get anything back because everything indicates that Carmelo will be leaving at the end of this year. So why not trade him away and get something for it instead of letting him go for free? But J.R. Smith, he can still shoot the 3. Chauncey Billups is, to me, one of the best point guards, probably one of the top 5 point guards in the league right now, even at his age. So, they'll definitely get out there and put up points on the board. The thing that they're going to have to work on is definitely defensive rebounding. So, their team is still the same. Nene is still the center. He's still going to go out and get you, anywhere from, 18 to 9, every night. So, basically this team, they're the same. But, if they want to get over that hump, I believe their defense has to go up and their rebounding has to go up also. And they got to find some kind of way to keep Carmelo Anthony. Or when they do trade him away, they need to get back some guys that can put the ball in the basket. Because we all know Melo can score on just about anybody in this league. So, but the Nuggets, I think they'll do basically what they did last year. I mean, they finished 53-29. So, that's a pretty good record. I got them finishing somewhere between the 4 and 6 spot this year, just because you got the Lakers at the top. The Spurs are still going to be a team to contend with. A lot of people are going to sleep on them, but because they're an older group. But Tim Duncan, remember he dropped 10 pounds or whatever it was this offseason, so he's definitely going to be playing very well. You got the Thunder, who also they took the Lakers to 7 games last year in the playoffs, so they'll definitely be in that mix too. Utah, they, even though losing Carlos Boozer, a lot of people think they fell off, but they added Al Jefferson, so they'll definitely be there. But the Nuggets should have a very good season, definitely all the way up to at least where we find out what Carmelo Anthony is going to do. Well, that's all my time right now. I will definitely get back on here soon to break down 2 more teams for you guys. I appreciate everybody listening in. Definitely follow me on Twitter. It's agent_E Johnson. Spelled the same, spelled, how everything is spelled. Yeah, thanks a lot for coming by and checking out my blog. Y'all have a good day. Peace.